Hi friends, welcome to today's piano tutorial. My name is Josh, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to play the song Flowers by Miley Cyrus. In this video I'm going to be showing you a few different sections. We're going to start with just the chorus, and then there's really only a few minor modifications that we're going to make to that chorus so that you can play the verse, the pre-chorus, all the other sections as well. Let's get into it. So here's a little bit of what the chorus is going to sound like. All right, there you go. Let's get right into looking at how to play that now. This song is going to be in the key of A minor. So all the notes in the key are going to be the naturals, all the white notes. The only exception is going to be on that E7 chord that we're going to play. You're going to hear a G sharp, so be on the lookout for that. But let's look at the four chords that we're going to be using for this first repeating part. This is going to be our first chord. It's going to be an A minor chord, so A, C, and E. Then we're going to jump up here to a D minor chord, D, A, D, F. Now we're gonna move down and we're gonna kind of play the exact same hand shapes here. We're gonna start with G, so G, G, B, and D. And then again, we're gonna go up now to a C major chord, so C, G, C, E. And you see those hand shapes going from A to D minor, where you're raising these top two notes, is gonna be the same as from G to C. All right, pretty cool. So let's review those four chords. A minor, D minor, G, and C. So for that chord progression, we're gonna repeat it 3 times in the chorus. And then in the fourth line, instead of starting on our A minor, we're gonna go right to an F chord, okay? So we'll play F, F, A, and C. And then to end, we'll play this chord here, which is gonna be an E7 chord. So E, G sharp, B, and then that's a normal E chord. If we add the D, it makes it an E7 chord. All right, so those are just gonna be the last 2 chords of the chorus there. Those are all the chords that you're gonna need now to play this chorus. Let's go back to the start, and what we're gonna do now is begin to add in some rhythm here. And so the way that we're gonna do that is we're gonna be counting 4 beats for every chord. And what I'm gonna do is play beats 1 and 3 here in the left hand, and then beats 2 and 4, I'm gonna play the chord in the right hand. All right? So it'll sound like 1, 2, 3, 4. Putting that together with all 4 chords now sounds like this. And then we just kind of repeat that same pattern. All right, so once you get down, let's begin to add in a little bit more rhythm. I'm gonna keep the right hand exactly the same here, and in the left hand, all I'm gonna do is add another note on beat 2. So it'll sound like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, okay? Adding it in with the right hand sounds like this. Okay, there you go, not too bad yet. There's really just one more thing that we need to add now so that you can get that full bass line in. And what that's gonna be is we're gonna play our first 3 notes, 1, 2, 3, and then for this A chord, for this A minor, we're just gonna go up C, E, C, and play that for those last 3 notes before we transition to the last chord. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and, okay? Now when we go to D, we're gonna start similarly, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and those last 3 notes there at the end, we're just gonna walk up now, walk up to E, and then walk back down the white notes, okay? So it's a pretty simple pattern. Okay? Now we're gonna move down to our G chord, and keep in mind the kind of the shapes of the chords that you're playing here. It's gonna be exactly the same. So on the G, it's just like the A minor. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and going up to the B, D, B, and then we go to A, 2, 3, and 4, and, excuse me, C there. 1, 2, 3, you walk up to D, and then down, C to B, and then you just repeat. Okay, there you go. If we add that in with the right hand now, this is how it's going to sound like. A little slow at first. There you go. And then playing that at full speed, this is what that sounds like. And there you go, that's the whole pattern that you need to know to play the chorus. And then when you get to the end of that section, remember we play through that chord progression 3 times, and then on the final time, we're gonna start with an F chord, and then we're gonna go to an E7 chord. So again, a similar pattern there, just 1, 2, 3, A, C, A, and then I like to just play the whole E7 chord on beat 1 there. And then we repeat. Just like that. So that's the whole chorus. Now to play the verse, it's gonna actually be very similar. There's just gonna be a slight change in the left hand in the bass rhythm, okay? And what that's gonna be, it's just one note is gonna be slightly different, okay? So on beat 2, last time we were playing 1, 2, 3. What we're gonna do now on beat 2 is we're gonna hesitate and play right after beat 2, okay? So it'll be like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, okay? And we're just gonna use that same pattern for all 4 chords. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 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 1. And just like that. And it's just like a slightly different rhythm, but you know, it kind of breaks up the 2 different sections so they are able to sound a little different. If you want to play that even an octave lower to get more of a deeper bass sound, you can do that as well. That sounds like this. There you go. So that part actually gets played for the verse, but it also gets played for the post-chorus where she's singing, I can love me better. I can love me better. It kind of has that same bass line for that section also. All right, that's almost everything. There's just one more thing we have to look at, and that's gonna be the pre-chorus. This is what we're gonna use to transition from the verse to the chorus, okay? So we're gonna start exactly the same as we were before with our A minor chord to D minor. And now we're gonna jump to an E7 chord. We've played this one before at the end of the chorus, but we'll just play it again. E, G sharp, B, and D. All right. So we'll play that same rhythm on the A minor chord and the D minor chord, and then when we get to the E7 chord, we're just gonna kind of sit on it, and I usually like to play like 2, 3, 4, something like a little building up some power there as we're getting into the chorus. So now let me show you how we transition from the verse to the chorus with that pre-chorus, playing it kind of all in time. Here we go. And there you go. So that is everything that you need to know to play the song Flowers by Miley Cyrus. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Hopefully it wasn't too bad, and it's pretty fun to play along with. I'd encourage you to listen to the song and try and play along with that. It's a really fun one in my opinion. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like. That really helps support me and my channel. Let me know down in the comments if you have songs you'd like to suggest for me, and hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified every time that I post a new video. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.